What's going on, Jerome's? Even though the Minnesota Vikings at 6-7, staying alive, are still going to make the playoffs, all that stuff. It's never too early to look ahead towards the draft season coming up, and the Vikings currently, I don't know where they're slotted in this. They're currently outside the playoff places, whatever. But it's never too early. PFF, our guy Austin Gale, did up a mock draft on Monday, so let's run through this damn thing. Let's go, man. Plus, a bunch of teams have multiple first-round picks, so it's going to be really interesting. At the top, it seems to be a very early consensus that Aiden Hutchinson has taken over Kayvon Thibodeau as the number one overall selection. This is not a top-heavy quarterback class. There's a lot of QBs that will probably be selected in the top 75, 100 picks, but there isn't a clear-cut, hey, I will wager that this guy is going to go top 3, top 5, top 10. There really isn't that. So far. It's still very early in draft season. But Aiden Hutchinson at 1, staying in Detroit. The fact that he came back to school, because he could have declared last year, even after he had that broken leg, he would have been a pretty high draft pick, but damn. Like the way that he's playing this year, he propelled Michigan into the playoff, and really respect what Hutchinson has done this season. And if he gets on the Lions, they could have a stew going, especially since they have an extra first-round pick, and we'll get into who they select later. Jacksonville taking Thibodeau makes a lot of sense, where Urban Meyer, you're gone. You are going to be gone. Oh, spoiler. Yeah, they take Drake London, the stud wide receiver from USC, pairing him up back with Amon-Ra St. Brown. But at 2, Jacksonville taking Thibodeau, where they got Trevor Lawrence. You probably should invest in some protection for Trevor Lawrence, but that's whatever there. I think they're going to have a new head coach, new system, new whatever, but Thibodeau, just consistent pressure off the edge. He was dinged up this season, didn't have as spectacular of a year as last year, but he's still a stud. He's still an absolute monster. Getting him at 2 makes a lot of sense. 3, so the Texans, QB TBD of the future, and I do expect them to have a couple extra first-round picks besides their own, because I think they're finally going to trade Deshaun. But getting Evan Neal, the absolute mammoth of an offensive lineman for Alabama, where you looked at Alabama's offensive line last year, where you had Leatherwood and Dickerson and Deontay Brown, but Evan Neal, chilling at right tackle, kicked over to the left side this year. Just an absolute monster. Love him. 4, you got the Jets, Stingley Jr., where Stingley's been a top 5 selection ever since he walked on campus at LSU, Baton Rouge. The 2019 defense, him starting as a true freshman, absolute stud. So, yeah. 5, Rob Saleh finally gets him a nice defensive piece. 5, Giants taking Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame, where Gettleman's going to be gone. Joe Judge may be gone, but Kyle Hamilton is a 6'4" Harrison Smith. He really is. He can cover man-to-man, zone, down in the box. He can bring the wood. It's just a stud. Plus, him with Xavier McKinney. Ooh. Baby, got Stu going. 6, the Giants. So remember, the Giants have the Bears' first-round pick because they moved up to take Justin Fields last year. So they're tripling down again, where all their offensive line picks recently, Andrew Thomas, Matt Pert, Lemieux, going back to Will Hernandez, they haven't panned out. Also paying Nate Solder $9 billion hasn't worked out. So Ikem Ekwonu from NC State, a physical freak specimen. He's been rising up precipitously during this football season. So getting him at 6 for second offensive lineman off the board, yeah, go ahead. 7, Jets also have 2 first-round picks because of the Jamal Adams trade. Charles Cross, Mississippi State, want more cowbell? Getting some protection for Zach Wilson, where your 2 bookend tackles now are going to be Mekhi Becton and Charles Cross. Baby, I love it. 8, Panthers. Now, Panthers could break the seal on quarterback here. I won't be mad at it. It could be Pickett. It could be Corral. It could be Willis. What you talking about, Willis? Whatever. But George Karlaftis from Purdue, just a guy who gets after it on the edge, where you have Karlaftis, you have Brian Burns, you have Yetur Gross-Meadows. It's insane. It's insane, man. I like it a lot. And could Carolina have a new head coach? Could Matt Rule go back to college? I think it's unlikely, but I guess you never know. Falcons at 9 going with cornerback Roger McCreary coming out Auburn. Ward Dem Eagle, him and AJ Terrell. Nailed it. Will be a nice duo going forward. Eagles, so they start the run of 3 first-round picks. At number 10, Jamison Williams coming out of Bama. Whew. Love it, man. So Jamison Williams, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts. Let's go. Oh, just kidding on Jalen Hurts. Even though I think that Hurts has done enough to be the guy next year, you do have some concerns about his accuracy. I understand that, but getting some competition, which they do at pick 11, Matt Corral coming out of Ole Miss, first quarterback off the board. I understand it. You have two young quarterbacks that you like. Best man wins, and person who doesn't win the job is going to be traded. That's the bottom line. But yeah, the Eagles take Jamison Williams at 10 out of Miami from the Miami pick that they got from the Dolphins moving up for Waddle last year, and then Matt Corral coming in. I'm going to compete with Jalen Hurts. Woo, love it, man. 12. So the Vikings, even though they're probably going to fire Mike Zimmer, and even though Zimmer is gone, they're still going to take a first-round cornerback because it is a position of need. And this is syncing up. Position of need as well as best player available. I'm team BPA, always have been, always will be. But sometimes it works out that it syncs up where you have a significant positional need because Dantzler, I don't know. Chris Boyd, I don't know. Patrick Peterson's on a one-year deal. Mack is on a one-year deal. Breland is on a one-year deal. So that cornerback room next year could look completely different. So Kara Alam coming out of Florida where he hadn't graded the best this season. He doesn't have great stats either. I think he has 5 career interceptions in 3 years, 20 passes broken up, but he's got length. We're talking about the physical attributes of Xavier Rhodes, but hopefully not post 2018 Xavier Rhodes type play, but he could come in, he could be your cornerback one of the future. So I guess it works out. Guys that are still on the board. I mean, Garrett Wilson would be tempting, even though KJ's really stepped up as wide receiver 3. Thielen is getting a little bit older. I would even consider Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett is a bad Mata Afa. I mean, he's just a dude. It would not shock me at all if Kenny Pickett rises up during the draft process. He's sitting out the bowl game against Michigan State. But after pro days, combines, etc., and teams get a good look at Kenny Pickett, I think he could be the first quarterback taken, maybe even top 5. Because even though the quarterback tax is in full effect, I don't see a QB crack in the top 3. But could someone make a move up for Kenny Pickett or Corral or Willis? Sure, maybe. But like we're talking about, guys are still on the board. Nakobe Dean out of Georgia is a bad dude. I absolutely love him. And Anthony Barr saying deuces. Kendricks, still a stud, getting up there a little bit in age. I do believe in Blake Lynch, but Nakobe Dean is an absolute monster. Trevon Walker, who they mocked to the Vikings in an earlier mock draft, is a stud as well. Talking about physical freaks on the edge, the pride of Georgia, where even though we do have some bad history with Georgia stars named Walker, I don't know, man. I don't know. Where does Linderbaum go? Where's he going? DeMarvin Leal had a bit of a down season. Didn't really build off his phenomenal 2020, but it is what it is. So Linderbaum falls to the Dolphins at 22. Even though Vikings fans still have some bad feelings about taking Garrett Bradbury, number 18 overall in 2019, I would consider Linderbaum. I mean, Linderbaum is a stud. He's got a great anchor, is great experience in outside zone, even though with a new coaching staff, who knows if they're going to be sticking with the outside zone, but Linderbaum is a dude. He's a dude, man. Plop his ass in at center. Mason Cole, you can play a guard or whatever, so let's go get some. And also, I mean, all right, Sauce Gardner there, Drake London, sure. Where's Jordan Davis? Jordan Davis fall out of the first round? Hold on. Wow. What did you do? Look how they massacred my boy. Jordan Davis did not go in the first round. So the Vikings should move heaven and earth and move up in the second round, pick 33 on that Friday, and go get Jordan Davis. Like, how the hell? Where initially we did a video a couple weeks ago about a mock draft that had Jordan Davis to the Vikings, where I understand it, but the Vikings were stacked on the defensive interior. But then I thought about again, I'm team BPA. I'm not team drafting for need because it keeps you drafting for need. So Jordan Davis in the mix with Armand for Watts, who I think is going to have a bright future in purple, as well as 2 more years of Michael Pierce, maybe. 1 more year of Diesel Dalvin Thompson, maybe. So, yeah, I would go after Jordan Davis, baby. But at 12, Elam from Florida, I understand it. there's just so many other dudes that I would also enjoy at pick 12. I also don't think the Vikings are going to stick at pick 12. They're going to get to the playoff places, so that's really irrelevant. But even Kenny Pickett, Garrett Wilson, like I mentioned, Nakobe Dean, Walker, Texas Ranger. Damn. And then also Linderbaum fell. That's kind of crazy. But I'm getting the itch, man. I'm getting the itch. And I'm sure we're going to go over 75,000 different mock drafts before April. But it'd be what it'd be. Even though we have one eye on the playoffs, we have one eye on the draft, we can do it. We're going to do it. But your thoughts on our thoughts. PFF's latest mock draft, cornerback, even without Zimmer, probably. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skull Production Value.